What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be talking about where we are at right now in college football 25 Ultimate Team with the market, with the new cards we got today. Obviously, Randy Moss. There's new, step up packs. I think there was new store rush packs. I saw one in here today for 100 coins. So again, a lot of this depends on what you're specifically wanting out of cards. But I would just continue to check this store rush and if cards are worth you guys picking up for your specific squad or not. Now again, it's not one size fits all. You have to personally look for yourself if they are worth it or not worth it for your specific squad. And again, what you are trying to get out of the game. So that's kind of something that I would encourage you guys to at least think about today as we do go over the new names of the game, new Randy Moss, where the market's at, all of those types of things. Now let's start with this, the new Randy Moss. Start with him, then we'll go to the names of the game players. New Randy Moss, I don't know exactly right now at the time I recorded this what abilities he has. I'm guessing he has Silver Takeoff, but again, I'm not 110% sure on that. Now, where's Randy Moss even at? Is he not even in the game? Like, let's see, wide receiver, there he is. Randy Moss, right at the time I'm recording this, you guys can see price-wise, insanely expensive. Over 600,000 coins. Is he worth that? No. 6'4", though, 95 speed, great route runner, spin move, juke move, horrible. The thing about Randy Moss is this. He is going to get open for you guys. Now, especially running go route, stuff like that. Outside of that, making people miss stuff like that, I don't know if he's necessarily, that great at it. But Randy Moss is going to be an absolute problem on this game. Now, with that being said, is he that much better than Jeremiah Smith or Travis Hunter? Well, compared to Jeremiah Smith, the cards look pretty similar. The one thing I will say is Randy Moss probably has that silver takeoff, whereas Jeremiah Smith doesn't. But even compared to like DK Metcalf, he's going to give you 90% of what Randy Moss can. As far as that 95 Travis Hunter, I mean, again, compared to Randy Moss, it's tough. Travis Hunter is going to be better slightly in the open field. However, I'm telling you, this Randy Moss is nearly just as good. So I do think Travis Hunter is probably the worst value wide receiver. Randy Moss is close. I think he's good. I just don't think he is probably, and this is my opinion, I just don't think he's ultimately worth picking up for that price. Then we also did today see the new names of the game promo with Alpha Khan, Blazen, Lono, Wong, as well as Pig Cage. All these cards LTDs, all these cards are in and out of packs by next week. I think they're in packs for a week. Next week they'll be out of packs. But let's start off with Alpha Khan. This card at the quarterback position is an absolute problem, and a problem in a good way. This card is so elite. Now, when you're looking at the top corners in the game, you got Delana, you got Woodson, you got Travis Hunter, got all these cards, but with 95 speed, 94 acceleration, 94 man, 95 zone at 6'1" with 95 change of direction, I'm going to start with this. This card is better than Charles Woods. And you guys, and maybe if you play man press coverage, maybe not. But as far as an overall cornerback, Alpha Khan is better than Charles Woodson. Now, is he better than Travis Hunter? Probably not, but it is close. It's really close. Delane obviously is better than this card. But as the more I look at Alpha Khan, the more I really do like the card. Now again, 470 is egregious. It's outlandish. It's crazy, especially when you guys got guys, let's say like, I don't know, Isaiah Oliver, who is really, really, really solid on the field for, 100,000 coins. I can't tell you guys spending on Alpha Khan is worth it. But what I can tell you is he is going to be one of your best corners in the entire game. The guard is an absolute stud. Next up, Blazen Lono Wong, the best defensive tackle in the game. And look, this is coming from myself, who spent a lot of coins on Cam Hayward. Lono Wong is better than Cam Hayward. I mean, better speed, same block shed, better at getting after the quarterback. This card is your best defensive tackle in the entire game. And so this is really what I would look at today for you guys. Again, I would not try to overspend anything like that. But if you can get this card, let's say, again, I'm going to stretch it, but if you can find a way to get this card for like $250, you're not going to lose coins on the card. The card is the best defensive tackle in the entire game. Now, I'll also say this. The difference between Cam Hayward and Lono Wong compared to that third best defensive tackle, it's massive. Like, there's nobody that is nearly as good as these two defensive tackles. So again, even for myself, I run a lot of like 3-4 type of stuff. So maybe I'll pick up Lono Wong and sell Cam Hayward. Maybe that's what I need to do because this card is so elite on this game. Last but certainly not least, Pig Cage. We've so far seen the best corner, one of the best corners in the game. We've seen the best defense tackle in the game. Now to the strong safety position. Now say this, he is the fastest strong safety in the game. 95 speed, 94 acceleration is ridiculously good. Combine that with 94 man, 95 zone, and the 95 change of direction. Is he the best strong safety in the game? I don't know, because Kyle Hamilton's extremely good. Jalen Reed's definitely up there as well. But he's the fastest, best coverage strong safety in the entire game. And I know his height is a problem. I know that. I understand that. But again, when I'm looking at cards and how good they are, Pig Cage is extremely good on this game. All of these names of the game players are extremely, extremely, extremely good on this game. So are they worth it? Are they not worth it? Again, that's up to you guys. I don't necessarily normally open up packs and do what you guys ultimately want to do. But I will say this. All three of those cards are absolutely elite on this game. And honestly, for their values, for their prices, the corner I'm not necessarily that high on because, again, he is extremely expensive. But if you're looking at like a Lono Wong, if you're looking at a Pig Cage, I don't think their values where they're at right now is that bad either. Now, again, con, 500,000 coins, I can't recommend that. But again, with Lono Wong, with Pig Cage, I don't hate their values whatsoever. So again, I see this one up for a bid that ends in 13 minutes. I'm going to see if I can end up getting him for 230 because I think he is the best strong safety in the entire game. Now let's relax and let's look at where the overall market is at right now in college football 25 Ultimate Team because I think it's important to talk about. We obviously have seen, the rush event, which always crashes the auction house. We should know that by now. The rush event always is going to crash the auction house. It's also important to note Reggie Bush is in packs for the next 4 days as well. So I wouldn't necessarily really recommend, let's buy him right now. Still be patient with where the auction house is at right now. But again, if you want a guy like, General Booty, Quint Ewers, I think today is, or this week would be a good time to buy them. New wide receivers. Again, be patient. Obviously, I wouldn't necessarily recommend overspending, but if you get cards you personally like for their values, let's say like a Jeremiah Smith, DK Metcalf isn't a horrible buy right now with as good as he is. But if you get cards that you personally want for a good value, you absolutely can pull the trigger and absolutely, pick up these types of cards. Same thing with Kyle Pitts. I don't know what price he is going to be today, but if you can find a Kyle Pitts for a solid price as well, I would not hesitate with it. Now, again, it's tough right now because we don't really know what the overall market is going to be like, let's say, a couple days from now. So things can get a little bit tough, but that is something that I am thinking about for myself today, or who are guys that I really do like, that I want to pick up and add to my squad, and when is the best time to buy them. For example, for myself, I really do want Reggie Bush, but I don't want to overspend for the cards. So when is the best time for me to go and buy Reggie Bush? Maybe it's worth me, trying to get this one that's 431 for a bid right now. Maybe it's trying to get him just slightly cheaper. Maybe it's bidding 440 on him. But again, his price is already 440. So it's tough. You're not going to get cards for extra cheap. So what I would try to do if I were you guys is work the auction house. Try to get cards for cheaper than they normally are going to go for. And at the end of the day, it's tough to predict. I don't know how low Reggie Bush truly is going to go. I don't know, because Reggie Bush is by far and away the best running back in the game. However, he's in packs for a little bit longer, a few more days. So at the end of the day, you got to find that balance between, yes, adding great players to your squad while not overspending on specific cards as well. So that's kind of the tough, fine line you've got to work with. You've got to figure out. This Pig Cage 230, I don't think I'm going to find a strong safety in the game for 230. So I'm going to buy Pig Cage. I don't know if that's a good buy or not, but for myself, I think he is the best strong safety in the game. I know he's undersized. Oh, shoot, there's one for 220. Hey, I guess it is what it is. Maybe we'll be able to sell this one back for 269. I'm going to try to make a little bit of coins on this. This could turn around and backfire on me, but I do think he's the best strong safety in the game. So I'm gonna try to sell him for 269 and see what happens. I'm hoping that I can make a little coins off of the card. And again, if he sells for 269, you're not looking at a ton of profit, but it'll be, a decent profit of about 15 to 20,000 coins. So that's where I'm at today. Again, be pretty careful with the auction house. You're pretty much walking on eggshells right now with obviously the rush event, with the Christmas coming up. EA is probably gonna, have more and more types of, just interesting content in which the market will go down a ton. So if you're seeing me be patient with Reggie Bush, it's because I have to be. Now, when it does come down to it and I have to play the gauntlet, I'm going to eventually have to pick up Reggie Bush. Now, that's, something for another day unless I can find a way to snipe him. But that's another thing, is I do want to win in gauntlet, which just makes things a little more difficult today. But Pig Cage, one of the cards that I am going to add to my specific squad today. I love the way, he's going to compete defensively. I know he's undersized, but again, with that 95 speed and great coverage stats, it's tough for me not to run the card. And again, that's my personal opinion. But when I'm looking at Pig Cage compared to some of your other, better cover guys or better, safeties in the game, it's just tough for me not to run this card. So that's where I'm at. Might even put like Silver Aftershock on the card. I don't know. Maybe blanket coverage, maybe jammer house call. I don't know what I'm going to put on the card yet, but he does get really solid abilities, and that is something we are seeing. More and more receivers getting really solid abilities. So that's going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.